We all know what TikTok is at this point. It's currently one of the most successful social media platforms in the world. In fact, did you know that TikTok has amassed more than half of the users YouTube has? And YouTube has been around for more than a decade at this point. Though if you're not aware of what TikTok is, it's basically a platform that focuses on attracting young users to engage in viewing, creating, and commenting on lip-sync videos on the app. Sure, there are other types of videos too, but its fundamental design was to be a lip-sync platform. Now, all of this seems completely harmless on the surface. I mean, it's just a fun little app to have some laughs on. But TikTok has some far-reaching psychological effects on the human brain. This video is mainly for the young men that have found themselves stuck with an addiction to TikTok. Hopefully, by the end of the video, you'll have a clear understanding of why you should delete TikTok from your phone right away. So sit tight as we take a look at why exactly TikTok is so bad for you. The fundamental problem with TikTok is that its very design is created to make you addicted to it. Those of you who've used TikTok or continue to use it might already know this, but for those of you who've never used TikTok before, it's basically an endless scrolling app. You can keep scrolling forever and ever, and you're never going to reach the end of it. There's just video after video every time you swipe. And because of the endless scrolling design, it's extremely bad for your productivity. Now you might be thinking to yourself, oh, it's not that bad. But think about it. You might think about watching just a few quick videos for a minute or two, and then you'll get back to work. And then the next thing you know, you've already spent over 30 minutes wasting away on TikTok. I know it happens. In fact, it's happened to me too. Yeah, I used to use TikTok too. I never made anything on it, thank God, but I used to spend quite a while using it. It always went like this. I would think to myself, hey, I'll just use it for a few minutes. Watch some fun videos and then I'll start working again. And every time, I would take it too far and end up spending much longer than I intended to. Well, it could be argued that it's a discipline issue, but I think I speak for all of us when I say that it's easy to get lost in things like this. So, it's better to avoid them altogether. If you really want to spend your time on things like these, try to do it after you're done with everything you have to do for the day. But a loss of productivity isn't the only thing that makes TikTok bad. It's also bad for your brain. TikTok is a very cheap and addicting source of dopamine. If you're not aware of what dopamine itself is, then you should hear a scientist's explanation about it. I recommend Andrew Huberman, but I'll give you a simple explanation about it. Basically, dopamine is responsible for allowing you to feel pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. You know that feeling of pride and accomplishment you get after doing something especially tough. That feeling after a tough workout, or a long run, or after acing a hard exam. It's because of the dopamine being produced in your brain. Now, what makes TikTok especially bad is that it essentially gives you the dopamine hit without you having to work for it, which is why I called it a cheap source of dopamine. There's no effort that goes into it, and the more you use TikTok, the more you get addicted to the dopamine hit. Another interesting thing about dopamine is that it's very easy to get addicted to it. Another example of a cheap source of dopamine is not safe for work content. Both that and TikTok can make you addicted to the cheap dopamine. Now, here's why it's such a bad thing. The more you use TikTok, the more dopamine you get. That much is clear. But our bodies aren't meant to get so much dopamine all the time. Our bodies are designed to work on a cycle of highs and lows. You get high dopamine, you feel good, then it dies down again, bringing your mood back to normal. But when you're always on a dopamine high, then your body gets acclimated to it and your highs become your normal. Now, what previously made you happy doesn't feel the same anymore. Now your body needs more dopamine to feel the same high as it did before. That's one problem. The other problem is that since your high is now your normal is now your low. Get it? What was previously a normal feeling is now a bad feeling for you. That's why so many people are addicted to social media, especially TikTok. If you're not already sure about it, TikTok is bad for your mental health. According to a study, a marked decrease in self-esteem was observed in its users before and after usage. Keep in mind that most of the users of TikTok are young, impressionable teenagers who are still very much in the early years of their lives, at a point where they're not very mature and wise enough to understand the intricacies of these things. It's very easy for teens to get influenced by the things they see on TikTok, and we all know how teens want to fit in. This can lead to kids wanting to become a part of something that might end up ruining their lives, at least before they can be helped. Just like most social media platforms, TikTok creates a warped perception of reality for its users. Just like how Instagram creates unrealistic beauty and appearance standards for people, TikTok also warped your reality. The things that are niche in society are normalized there. You see guys dancing provocatively and even shaking their bottoms on TikTok. And for what? Views? Validation. That's just disgusting. A man isn't supposed to do that. Furthermore, TikTok creates this perception that people are living much more fun lives than you. Naturally, this triggers a sense of jealousy in the viewer. He wonders, why isn't my life that fun? I want to have fun like that too. Now there's nothing wrong in wanting to have fun. It's normal. But remember what I said about dopamine earlier? There's a time for everything. And too much of anything is bad for you. Plus, fun isn't something you can force yourself to have. It's something natural. So really, all it does is make you feel miserable. So that was all for this video. If you guys liked the video, why not like and subscribe? It's sure to help the channel and motivate me to continue doing what I do. If on the other hand, you didn't like the video, please let me know in the comments below so that I can improve my mistakes. As always, you've all been fantastic. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.